As you all know, Flashpoint just came out, episode 5 of Living World Season 3. With it, we got the new map, Draconis Mons. This is a really cool map. There's so many hidden things that I still haven't talked to anyone about, like the Lagos body that's in the middle and some other things that hopefully I'll get to at some point. There's also cool recordings of Zin. But for today, what I want to show off, and I'm actually streaming as I make this video for you guys, we are going to be doing the new jumping puzzle. So Josh Foreman, the architect of the Chalice of Tears and many other big, mainstay jumping puzzles in Guild Wars 2, like the Tower of Nightmares, like the Super Adventure Box even. He actually did make, as well as the Chalice of Tears in the previous update, he's made a jumping puzzle in the new map 2, Draconis Mons. And in many ways, this is like one of the coolest jumping puzzles in the entire game. And in one very specific way, it's a jumping puzzle I am grotesquely disappointed by. And hopefully I'll show you guys what that means. So, Draconis Mons, as we start this video here, we're at the very highest waypoint. We've climbed as high as we possibly can for the regular map, really. It's the inside of a volcano. And you can never really see the sky because the volcano is above you. Well, the jumping puzzle takes place all the way up there. And so it's got a really cool entrance. It's a little like the Chalice of Tears. If you guys remember, the Chalice of Tears had a really weird sneaky entrance that you couldn't quite see. Just like that, this is true here as well. It's an enormous area of the map, loads of stuff to do, but really inconspicuous entrance. And it actually took me a while to find it when the map first came out. Basically, what we're going to do is go right to the top, where very special things happen in the story, and you'll notice that there is a very special thing. Oh, here's a Firestone shard. There's a very special route around the side. There's also something else as well that's really cool about this jumping puzzle, and it's really defined by that. It's the new mastery. So with this patch, we got Ancient Magics. I did not talk enough about this in my previous videos. Ancient Magics is bad ass. It's so cool. It's essentially turning you into Spider-Man with Oak Heart Essence, and now that the patch is actually out and I've managed to play it a lot more, I really appreciate this so much. It's so awesome that it's in the guild hall now. This thing's brilliant, and the jumping puzzle was built around it. So unlike the Chalice of Tears, which was very much about technical jumps and very precise movements, this jumping puzzle is a lot like the one in the Silver Waste. I haven't actually played that for a long time, or I hadn't until earlier in the week. The Silver Waste jumping puzzle is awesome. Big, open rooms, and you're wondering whether you're going to the right place rather than wondering if you're doing the technical jumps correctly. Well, this one's very similar. It's like the Silver Waste jumping puzzle, and for that reason, I think this is my favorite format of jumping puzzle. So yeah, right up here, round the corner, and I've got a huge zerg of people who are watching live who are going to try and do this with us, which should be really amazing. We've got 50 people with us here. We are going to try our best to climb into the most remote regions of this map. So I've already done this jumping puzzle once before. I'm not very good at it, but I have done it before. Mostly it's just giant empty chasms and places that you'd never expect to find another person. And so being here with 50 in the squad is going to be really quite something. So what are we doing here? We're not doing that. Basically, over here, you'll notice we've got Oak Heart Essence. I'm also playing on a really huge Norn right now, guys, which means I'm liable to messing up like that. So it's okay, though, because in this jumping puzzle, like I say, we get Oak Heart Essence, and we can be like Spider-Man, and we can climb ourselves back up, just like so. God, it's quite laggy here with all these people. It's kind of crazy, actually. Let's turn our culling. Now, I'll leave the, we'll turn off player names, which is supposed to save frames. But I'll leave the, I won't cull people out. So basically, we need to go this way. And we need to walk very carefully and very steadily around the corner onto this giant crystal structure. Which, if you played the story, you'll know more than enough about. So, the Oak Heart Salve, we only get 3 charges of. And we need to preserve all of them. So I could use the Oak Heart Salve to just, like, rocket up here and be on my way. But it would mean that I didn't have enough charges for where I need it elsewhere. So mesmers with portals are actually really useful here, because someone can port from like higher to lower and then allow us to skip jumps and things and maintain our salve. But I will try and do this properly. So we basically need to do that tricky jump there. Being on this enormous Norn is not going to make things easy for us, let me say. So basically you need to climb. And once you've climbed up this here, this little rock, these little rocks, you jump up onto this rock, as you can see everyone's doing. And I really apologize to anybody who gets left behind on this one, because that's going to probably be an inevitability. And finally, we can get up here. We're still not technically in the jumping puzzle area. Here, we're supposed to glide, like, very scarily over onto this rock. And then from this rock, you can leap up. No! Ah! you can leap up basically onto that rock there, all right? And you'll notice we're just above where the essence is right now. So is this a chrono? This is a chrono. So hopefully this chrono is going to port us down. Is he going to port us? Does he not have a port? Oh, you fool. Wait, but as a chrono, it's so easy. All you have to do is like drop a portal down here and then OKR essence up. So you can get to here without using any essence. And from here, you're supposed to glide around the corner. Okay. And then from this massive long glide, leap over here. And so you'll see immediately, and now we should have 2 charges left. Oh, and I never even made it. And so here, though, you will begin to see the kind of ridiculous things that this jumping puzzle is going to request of you. Now, if a Mesmer goes up there, they can go up there and they can port back down to the essence. Yeah, like this here, as you can see. Well, there we go. All right, cool. Awesome. Yeah, the druid ported us up. All right, so when you get here with 3 charges, all right, we're like super high up on this crystal. And so maybe you've got an idea now of what's going to happen with the Jape. Oh god. All right, it's not so bad if we fall there. It's not so bad because we could just glide and land again. Maybe you've got some idea of what this JP is. All right. So that guy. Oh, they're all climbing up there. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea as well. Let's climb up here. That's fine. Actually, the first time I played, I didn't do it from this. I did. Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did. I was up here. Sorry, I thought we were already a layer higher. Yeah. All right. So once we're up here, you can walk basically right to the tip. And what we want to do is we want to latch onto one of these walls. So that's still slightly out of range. That portal there is okay. I'm pretty sure we're all right having used our salve right now. God, this reminds me... So much of this map reminds me of Zurich. This reminds me of walking along the icy platforms in that game. All right, so here we go. Now, if you notice, you can't quite see, but over there on the left... there were some plants in the wall. Like, this is weird, right? But it almost looks like we're out of bounds. This is what I was talking about. It's like the Chalice of Tears. Look at all these players here. This is amazing. It's almost like we're out of bounds. It's like we're not supposed to be here. It's like, how is this a jumping puzzle? Well, it is a jumping puzzle. And I will show you. So what we're going to do is we're going to latch on as high as we can up here. And we're going to glide. And we're going to glide. Oh, why didn't it do it? Oh, my God. All right, we should be okay anyway. We couldn't get out of the glide there. I think that was lag that was doing that. I'll blame lag there. So we're going to come up here. And over there. Oh, my God. This. Oh, wow. All right. I don't think we're supposed to land on this, but this is fine. I was just going to glide. And we're going to fly right on over to this area here. This is where I went. Now, people in chat, as I'm playing this here, might be pointing out that there's like lots of different routes to go. Because again, it's a lot like the Silver Waste puzzle in that there's, you know, probably loads of different branches you can go to. But here, you'll notice tucked away in the corner down here is another Okart essence. Ooh, it's a topper-upper for us, guys. So with this Okart's essence, we can come back down here and you'll see the main thing that this puzzle does now. All right, hidden way out here up in the sky that you'd think is outside of the bounds of the map, where they'd never put any detail, there is actually sneakily on the grass here a skeleton, and the skeleton is pointing with his hand in a very certain direction. So now that we've got this top up, all right, and I'm pretty sure this is the order we're supposed to do it, we're going to listen to the skeleton. And we're going to follow the body. And we're going to go in that direction as best we can. Which seems to be back where we were a second ago. But hey, let's climb up again. Seems like everyone's coming up onto this here. I'm already getting a little bit lost. No, there's nothing here. Alright, that's fine. And here we go. And so this is the main checkpoint. So, wow, you could just skip straight here. Well, look, I showed people the top up. It's good that we showed everyone the top up nonetheless, guys. That's funny. That's kind of funny. And here you go. This is the start of the puzzle, really. They got a cool mechanic that they play with here. It's the refreshing spring mechanic. Basically, you dip in the spring. It plays this huge tail. I don't know whether that's because I'm a giant non here. Gives you a special action key, which if you walk out of the spring now, you put your clothes back on. But you have this for goods. You have this wherever you go. And now when you tap the button, you will always teleport back. So this really opens up the kind of things that they can do in this puzzle. Because what it essentially says is we can have areas where people get stuck and they can never get out. You can have holes and you can have really crappily designed map geometry, basically. But it's fine because people always have the mouse 5. Now, if we fall back into the regular areas of the map, as we now begin more of our ascent, if we fall... we will lose this, so that's bad. So be very careful of that. If you have teleport to friends, you can kind of skip your way back in. But yeah, so we're looking for multiple checkpoints as we go. And this is the adventure now, really. Interestingly, we don't need Oakheart Salve to climb that, do we? Can't we come around over here? I'd expect, perhaps. No, I guess not. Maybe someone will use a portal. Oh, there we go. Look, we got portals. We got portals. I dragged most of the Zerg away. That's funny. I'm sorry, everyone. No, the portals have disappeared. Oh, I'm such a terrible person. That's funny. That is kind of hilarious. We got so many people here. That portal's going to expire on max uses. That's funny. All right, so with that said, with our checkpoint acquired, we're going to move into the rest of the puzzle. So I'm actually going to do something here. I'm going to go Bank Access Express. And I'm going to find my mini tonic. And I'm actually going to use this. Because as much as I love running around on a giant Norn, I thought that would be fun. It might be nice to be human-sized or Asura-sized. I'm an Asura-sized Norn, guys. And in this way, maybe we'll be able to do the jumps a little bit better. And I won't have to, you know, go through ultimate sacrifice. Oh, okay, hold on. I needed to collect the Oakheart Salve first. Oh, and now I'm kind of stuck. All right, so hold on. Let's go back. I think I needed to collect the Oakheart's essence first. No, I need to be poured onto the ledge. Oh, that's going to disappear before I get to it. There we go. Hooray. Thank you, guys. This is amazing. What would I do without you? We'll probably pay more attention to the puzzle and we'd be good. All right, here we go. So we'll move on through. Right. Now we're a human-sized Norn with our Oakheart Salve. And again, the idea here is to look for the skeletons. The skeleton McWellingtons. And they are like littered all over the place. In this video, I might not be able to show you guys too many. My God, we are very laggy now. Hold on, let's drop this down. Let's character model limit. We're on low and low. This is crazy. Let's drop it even more. There we go. Let's get our frames back. It's a real thing about that in Guild Wars 2. So there should be a skeleton each time that shows us, but we'll go up this way. So here we go. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. It's good. We only used 2 charges when we probably only needed 1. We're fine. All right, and we'll move along here. We'll follow the ridge. I'm actually following the players right now rather than anything else. But I'm pretty sure there is a skeleton that's supposed to point over here and show us. So the other thing you're kind of going to do as you play here is these bushes. These bushes are kind of, whenever you see green, whenever you see like those lovely blue glowworms clinging to the ceilings of things, you sort of know you're going to the right place, because the way I kind of rationalize it is I sort of feel it's like, oh, well, if there's growing things, then you might be on the track for more Oakheart Essence, and more Oakheart Essence allows you to climb and climb and climb and climb, essentially, which is kind of the idea. So let's keep wandering through, and you guys will get you get what I mean with my comparison to the Silver Waste jumping puzzle, right? Like, this is just like what the Silver Waste jumping puzzle is like. We just sort of roam around in these massive cavernous areas and we see what we can find. So if we come down here, here you go again. See, look, there's a skeleton, right? And he's pointing with his hand over there and to be high up. I actually remember this area, I think. I think I remember this quite clearly. So this one's really tricky. Basically what we do. And I just love puzzles like this because you're constantly second guessing whether you're in the right place. So we're going to hit the ceiling. We're going to go as high as we possibly can. No, why did I bump my head like that? And then, okay, so if you bump your heads, it will stop you from being able to glide. So I bumped my head there. I'm pretty sure it's because of lag. God damn, playing on NA, it's so infuriating. Can I not just climb up this? Do I really have to go get a recharge every time, or the help of a portal every time? Man. And I'm all alone now. I'm all alone. I'm all on my lonesome. All right, look. Well, I'll cut the video until we get back. So let's go get our topper-upper and see what we can do. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is bad. This is bad. I think I might have messed up really majorly right here. I did. I messed up really badly. I fell out of the whole puzzle, guys. I fell out of the whole puzzle. Oh, no, I didn't. I could just use the mouse 5. All right, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. And now we're going to feel like we can... it's kind of cute seeing little Norn animations. It looked like a little bug with the way we move. All right, so last time I went... So, like, there, that whole Zerg stood there, which I don't think they were supposed to. I think you're supposed to come up here, because this is where the skeleton is. All right. Okay, so we're almost back now. So, again, like, the point of this is we have to glide around the corner. So, the skeleton, again, he's aiming this way. Like, you glide round over there, as far as I remember, anyway. So, let's just try, instead of aiming on the ceiling, let's No, I want to aim on the ceiling. Aiming on the ceiling should be fine. What? Why did it take away a charge of mine and it didn't do anything? What? There we go. So I don't know what it is, but gliding could just be really fiddly. All right, so basically what I think we have to do... Oh no, was it a much sheerer turn? Was it that other turn there? Did I mess this up? So we sail around the corner there. And it seems that there's people over there, so I'm happy to go over there. Whoa! That was a good glide right there. That was a really good O-Kart essence there. And there's a bunch of people. And I'm out of charges. This is crazy. This is so annoying. I'm out of charges because the game, like, cheated me out of one a second ago. It just vanished. Oh, look, there's a portal here, though. And we made it to the next area. Oh, beautiful. Right on cue, baby. Oh, no, what? Oh, that's back. That's not where we want to go. We want to be up. Oh, we don't even need an essence. We can just literally walk up. All right. So, yeah, that's one way to here. I think that, though, you can do big gliding things, or you can, so here we got another refreshing spring, which we can dip ourselves in, or you can, like, worm your way between the rocks and the like, caverns and holes and things. Because quite often, what's really cool about this puzzle, and one of the things I really like about this puzzle, is you kind of looking at the environment on a very macroscopic level. You're looking for vast areas and across huge walls and so forth. But then for the rest of the time, you're kind of... There we go. For the rest of the time, you're kind of looking for really thin cracks and things. All right, so this is a good example. With the next checkpoint and the next O-Kart stuff in hand, what we're going to do is climb onto this mushroom. And if you'll notice here... There's a sneaky little way through. See, like, look at that. And you don't notice that easily when you've sort of been trained for the rest of the puzzle to look at very, you know, in very broad terms. This bit, I can't remember quite how this bit goes, but we'll run along here, I think. With this bush might be okay. I think we generally do the same thing as what we did a second ago. There should be another skeleton in a second. Here you go. Here's a body. And he's saying to go up. Oh, here we go. Is this the bit where you take a very sheer and very fast left? I think we take a very sheer and fast left here. There we go. Another checkpoint in hand. We don't have to be so scared. Okay, we glide. Hold left, hold left, hold left. And yeah, in here. Here we go. So these worm things, right? Oh my god. I can't tell you guys how many hours in this puzzle I spent just desperately looking for these and trying to get to these and taking comfort in the thought that it was at these that I was at the right place. And then what we do is we sneak along here. Now, I'm a tiny little Norn right now, so I can do that quite comfortably. But as a giant Norn, that would have been awful. And from here, this one was kind of tricky because I don't think there is a skeleton here at all. But we got 2 charges, and it's just basically the same thing again, I think. I think it's more of the same. I think we go around the left of this ridge. You just got to kind of YOLO a lot of the time and hope that you've got the right idea. So that's what I'm going to try here. I'm going to go from this angle because we don't want to hit our head. We want to go right through that crack there, basically, right? So we're going to go up and out. Now we're going to hug left, hug left, hug left. And we're going to go up there. And that's our last salve. So hopefully I got this right. Oh, I don't think I got it right. I don't think that this was correct. Maybe this wasn't correct. Everyone else is going low. Did we mess this up? And this is too low, I think. I think we messed this up. I think that bit there I went the wrong way and I led the whole Zerg astray. I'm sorry, guys. I'm checkpointing back. Oh, close, close. But that's kind of the magic of the puzzle. All right, let's try again. Let's go back over there and see what the other route is. This guy's portaling. That's interesting. So I did it wrong. So do I need to like glide right out? Is that the idea? Where is this portal going to? Oh, there's loads of people here. Well, I kind of don't want to cheat and use that portal. I want to show people how we actually get there. So I'm gonna go out here. I do want to do. I want to show everyone the actual route. There, I fucked up. As I said, you're supposed to go through the ridge. So we glide all the way out, and all the way around. Land on the crystal again, perhaps. Oh, don't slide off. There we go. Yeah. So we land on the crystal. And then the beautiful blue stuff, as always. The blue stuff is what we care for. And then we go over there. We don't even need salve there, I don't think. So yeah, nice and comfortable. Good job, ICTs. You figured it out, dude. Good job. And then we glide through. And we actually still have a thing available. And this is the next checkpoint. So here we go, refreshing spring. Now this is, we're getting kind of close to the end now, a little bit closer. I think this is one of the last checkpoints, or if not the last checkpoint. And this bit's like long. The run between this checkpoint and the next ones is really long, all right? So with that checkpoint in hand, hopefully not too many people got lost and stuck like miles away. With that checkpoint in hand. I mean, I wonder how many people are going to make it the whole way here. How many are going to give up out of the, you know, over 50 potentially that we've got here. First, we need to grab some essence, all right? So we got to climb up these rocks. Very fiddly, actually. Maybe I was wrong to say there's not much technical jumping. Maybe it's just that there's a healthy mix. So here, we'll drop our last essence and we'll grab this one, right? And just like before, where we had to glide through that little crack, the way forward over here is behind this spring, all right? So it's like down here. Look at this. Look at how sneaky this is. This is crazy. All right. And like I say, it's a long walk and we need to preserve our essence. So kind of the idea of this puzzle, as you can probably tell, is it's all a game of like keeping your charges. And at this point, they really up the ante on that. This is the last checkpoint, isn't it? Is this the very last checkpoint? I think it might be. So we're going to go this way. This is the way I know. Now, there might be a faster route, but this is the route that I know. And this is the bit where I got most stuck on the whole puzzle. I spent ages doing this bit. Some of these jumps are a bit scary, so be careful. Oh, yeah, I did that wrong. Let's climb up here. And then we'll glide. Land here. People are running along. I'm curious whether someone's going to suddenly take a detour and go in a direction I'm not expecting. So here we climb onto this little slope here. Move our way up. And no charges. Still no charges. There's a lot of opportunities. Like there, we could have turned around. We could use our charges. We're not going to use any. So then... we come into this crystal room. For the longest time, I thought you had to use a charge in this room to get up behind the crystal. So again, just to show people the different opportunities, you could go along there, you can go down there, you can go all kinds of places. The way I go is over here and onto this and around the back of this. And this way you don't have to use a charge. And we're up on top of the crystal here. Like, this room's so fiddly. This video isn't doing it justice. Like, I spent so long in here examining the environment. And then we go left, okay? So this is the way that I go. And then we climb over here, still staying away from the crystal. And we're through here. See, look, everyone is going a different way. Look, those guys have found a different route. They went underneath. That's really interesting. Did they go under it? Did I just do a weird loop and go the wrong way? Wow, that looks really simple. There's obviously a different way to that bit, but that's the way that I was doing that bit. And so now we come through here. Still with all three charges, we need to maintain them. These are just slopes that we can climb. Oh, I think on the left it's a bit smoother there, really. And still we got the blue stuff. Still we're looking good. All right, and now here we get to kind of a scary bit. So, just to give people perspective, the first time I did this, I had no idea whether I was going the right way. It already felt like it had been a long time since I'd seen a checkpoint. And so you kind of come down here, and you slide down. And this was the first thing that gave me confidence I was still going the right way. Because it's clearly designed that you sort of can't easily get back up into that crack there. Look how beautiful this is. I think it looks so good that you can't get back into that crack there. But finally, the first time in a long time, you find a skeleton here. We can't see it because, unfortunately, this revenant stood on him with his facets out. Oh, no, we can vaguely. So there's a skeleton. But for the first time, instead of pointing up or somewhere, this skeleton's pointing down. His arm is pointing down this pit. Now, if you jump down that pit, you will just fall out of the puzzle and that's it. It's over. Unless you do something very specific very quickly. So this is like really cheesy and really trolly. I actually got to the point where I fell totally out of the puzzle here before. So make sure you use your mouse 5 if you mess this up, alright? But so from here, you need to glide down, hug the roof, 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 and then go this way. Yeah, to where these players are here. Hug the roof, hug the roof, hug the roof. You can land on that on the left if you want to. And you land here. Tricky stuff. And, like, I had no confidence that this was where I was supposed to be. That guy just used a charge, and aside from the fact he can use portals, he basically just failed the puzzle. Because you cannot use any charges. No charges. So you can be tipped off that this place is a thing with this blue. So the way that it's designed, I think, is that you fall down, and then you see the blue, and you're like, oh, yeah, I'll snap my way up. And then you go forward, and you find out eventually that you've ran out. So then you redo it, and you do it a bit more efficiently. And then you redo it, and you do it a bit more efficiently, and so forth. So here we go. So we're gonna run along here now, still with our 3 charges intact. Hopefully you guys get that perspective of like you got to keep going backwards and forwards. We can climb up here, and you'll notice that there's like a hole in the wall here, and we glide through. Now, I just want to say something as well at this point. You'll notice that at this last checkpoint here, we've stopped going up so much. We're not really going up and up and up and up. Now, I had a really cool idea for what I thought this puzzle was going to be. Remember what Draconis Mons is? It's the inside of a volcano, all right? And we never see the sky. Come back to that in a second. So now we're in this room. And again, it's like, hold on, can you climb into this room from underneath? Is this slope a slope you're supposed to walk up from the wrong way? But no, it's all a dead end and you're all okay. So what you're supposed to do here is go to there where that Diok guy is with the blue. So you need to go to the very top of this ramp and you need to glide into the blue. Always looking for the tiniest little cracks in the environment. Tiniest suggestions that the devs might be anticipating you've come this way. And it's so cool. It's like you can feel yourself playing these mental games with the devs. So the way I like to do this is like this. And then just glide into the corner holding W. And then as soon as you let through, you go through. Because you really don't have much space there. Oh, look at all the players. This is amazing. And so now we're in the last couple of rooms, right? So lots of blue. It's really pretty, right? It's like, oh, wow, this is really, really lovely. Did I have post-processing off? No, I had it on the whole time. It's really lovely. Also very blue in here. It's like, well, where do I go? Well, the way forwards, okay, is you can generally tell everybody's going over there, but it's nestled right up in the back corner of this room, and this is the first place you need an oak heart salve. I think it would blow my mind if you don't need it. So the way I get there is like this. I glide to this, okay, this is just my little technique, and then what I do is I aim at the ceiling all the way over there, shoot myself up, start gliding, hopefully don't hit your head, and then glide along like so, and you will land on this here. This is what I do. I mean, I know that looks really fiddly, but look at how many people are making it here. Don't overrun it, obviously, like 2 people just did there. So you're going to land on this ledge all the way up here. And this is actually higher than we need to be. So this bush, that's where you've got to be, really. This is higher than you need to be, but this is where I like to come, okay? And so then we come through, and from above the bush, all right, which is down there, you find there's this crack, and we come into the next room. So that's 1 salve done, all right? This room looks a lot like the one you were just in. In fact, you might wonder if you've somehow been turned around. Don't worry, you haven't. You're in another one of these weird, crazy, super well-hidden, remote blue rooms. And again, like, imagine finding a player here. It's cool to have a whole squad going through. At this point, by the way, you could be well and truly out of essence. Like, the amount of different ways you could get here, you could have used it up already. And you'll find a dead end. And then you'll be like, okay, where do I go now? And then you'll see, oh no, I need another one. So again, there's a green bush, a single green bush. We've got to go up to the green bush. That's where we need to be. And it's like, oh, I got to return. I got to do the whole thing again. So the way I do this one is I actually try to just eliminate the need to glide altogether. I stand like vaguely under it. And then hit the underside of the ceiling with your next essence like so. And you'll land. Even if you hit your head, you'll land. Because if you try and like do it any other way, you might hit your head and then you won't be able to glide in time. It'd be really nice if people can portal at this point because these poor people are like failures. So look, all these people bite in the dust. They're not able to make it. They're not able to make it. All right. So there we go through another one. So we got 1 final essence. And this here is the last chamber. Okay. The last chamber. And what we're going to do is we're going to fly our way in. The chamber is mostly just dead ends or rocks. Like, there's no other entrances. The only entrance into this chamber is up there. And then finally, there's these bushes right here, right towards the end. So the way I did this was I played it exceptionally safe. That's the end of the puzzle right there. I played it exceptionally safe. I targeted like way up in the sky. And last time I actually landed on that there, but that's fine. And then we glide into the corner with the bushes. Ah, wonderful. And we're in the last room. This is it. And you might be scared as well here because this final room, it's like, oh no, do I need to do it again? But you can actually climb it. Do you need another essence? But no, you can actually climb up this. Up on the right. And, oh god. It does work, I promise, guys. I did this on a max size Norn with the embiggening tonic last time I played this. It was not a pleasant experience. There we go. Now we're in the mini tonic. It's much easier. And there we come to the end of the puzzle. And you get your achievement ding when you get here. And once a day, you can come up and you can grab this chest for 3 fire orchid blossoms. Woo! So there you go. That's the JP. That's like hidden miles up in the sky through all these tiny little rocks. Crazy stuff. Really, really exciting. They did a lot of very cool things here. I like this style of JP a lot more than the Chalice of Tears style of JP. And just by the way, as an extra little added bonus, we're like buried in rock here, but what they did was if you come up here, there's a way out. I love JPs like this. I think JPs like this are awesome, and especially the Silver Waste one. I think is really, really nails what this kind of experience is like. But here's the thing, guys. I thought they were going to do something amazing with this JP, and it didn't end. The great disappointment of this JP is it didn't end how I thought it was going to. I thought the whole point of this would be that we'd circularly keep rising and rising and rising to get to the very top, to get into the roof of this volcano, to get out of Draconis Mons. I thought, and wouldn't this have been epic? I thought that this jumping puzzle was going to take us out of the map, like right at the top in the very middle. We'd finally breathe fresh air and we'd be on the apex and see the Fire Island chain laid bare around us, the massive map out there. Wouldn't that have been incredible? Wouldn't that have been I thought we were basically going to the top of the crystal. But in truth, we just kind of end up in like sort of a random-ish looking area there. And this is where we started. So, I'm so disappointed that the puzzle didn't end how I thought it was going to. But yeah, that's the new JP. That's the new explorable thing. Much more enjoyable, perhaps, for people who don't like the technical jumps. It's like a maze. It's like a question of where do you go. That's the fun of that one. And, you know, really something very... If you're the kind of person who loves to break out of maps, like in my old Halo 2 days, I used to love breaking out of maps. All kinds of games I used to love breaking out of maps. If you're that kind of player, this kind of thing is like a wet dream for you. This is just so fun. There's so much cool stuff nestled and hidden away. And you get an achievement when you get up there, and you get the chest. Thanks very much to the Mesmers who helped port at this first bit here earlier, so that we could get started. And yeah, there you go. So how many made it out of the 50? It looks like just these few so far, at least at this pace. I appreciate many will have stayed behind to port people who ran out of essence. And that, my friends, is the Searing Ascent, I think they call it, jumping puzzle. Cool part of the patch. Glad to show it off. And I guess we've got lots more to talk about on the map as well, which I will see you all for next time. Catch you later, everybody.